Hi, I'm Mark from Evers & Co, and today we're going to do a tune-up on our Oscar stroller. So I always find it easiest to put the stroller upside down on a table. Just makes it easier to work with, but you can always work on the stroller on the ground. First thing we're going to do is have a look at the front wheel. So take the front wheel off. And what can happen is a lot of time is dirt and sand gets stuck in there. So what I usually do is grab some, this is called lithium grease, which you can buy from Bunnings or Mitre 10. But you can always use some Vaseline if you've got some around at home. Pop a little bit on the pin, just like that, and put it back into the wheel housing. So once you've done that, just give it a bit of a spin around, and that will coat the part. So when you do that, especially if you haven't done it before, you will notice that the stroller is really easy to turn and easy to use at the supermarket. Okay, next thing we're going to do is take the rear wheels off and give them a bit of a service. So I'll just come around to show you. So take the wheel off. On the G3, the G3 will have a little pin here, so when you push it, it moves a bearing to take the wheel off. And then on the G2 will just be a simple rod. But what you want to do is grab some WD-40 and give the pin a bit of a spray, and spray inside the bearing there. Grab a cloth so you don't get WD-40 all through your boot and in the lounge, and pop it into the housing and pop it back again. So just do that a few times, and that just coats the housing in the lubricant. Leave your wheel off, and we also want to service the brake caliper. So when you push the brake on and off, this little caliper pops in and out, and it does it on this side and on this side, so you'll need to do both wheels. So pop the caliper out, spray your WD-40, and then pop it back and forth like that. It's a bit repetitive, do it a few times, and that will just make sure it's nice and coated. And again, just give it a bit of a wipe there. Brake off, put the wheel back, and you're done. So to make your stroller a bit easier to fold, we can give the fold hinge a bit of a lube up. So probably easiest to put the stroller back up this way. You can put it on the ground rather than on the table. Fold it a little bit so it's sort of half open. Grab your WD-40 and your cloth, and give the hinges here a bit of a spray. So there's one on each side here, and then also inside the spring housing. So do each side. Make sure you got your cloth handy, so again you don't get everything dirty. And so once you've done that, you should find that it's pretty loose and nice and easy to fold and protected from the salt water. So with the fabrics, the basket here you can just basically pull off with the domes and the zippers down the bottom, pull it off and put it in the washing machine on a gentle wash and drip dry it and put it back, and you'll be away. With the seat, make sure you do not put that in the washing machine because the backing inside the seat liner is not great in there. So damp cloth, dishwashing detergent, give it a wipe, and make sure you don't soak the seat. Wipe it with a damp cloth and towel dry, and leave it somewhere to dry away from the sun, and good as new. Right, so to clean your stroller, what you can do is with a cloth and a little bit of water, or with some dishwashing liquid if you like, get it a little bit wet, and you can rub the tubing up and down, and that will get rid of any dirt, salt water and that sort of thing that can corrode the rivets. On corrosion, if you do have some corrosion not forming on the rivets, that can be caused a lot of the time by salt water, salt air, very damp conditions. If you do have some forming, you can clean it off and protect it. What you need to do is grab a damp cloth, some Jif, rub the Jif onto the damp cloth, and really just rub the rivet. And once you rub it enough, you'll find that the rivet will start to become clean. Dry it off and leave it overnight. Once you've done that, grab some of this stuff, which is called semi-gloss clear. Rust-Oleum is the brand. You can buy it from Bunnings. It's about $6-7. Or if you've got clear nail polish, use that and spray it onto the rivet. And when you do that, it will coat the rivet with a protectant. One word of warning when you do that is make sure that you grab a cloth and wipe around it, because once the stuff dries it will form a clear sort of paint. And once you've done that, it'll be nice and protected. Always keep away from salt water. If you get any salt water on it, immediately wash everything with fresh water. Always store your stroller in a clean, dry place, so not in a shed or somewhere where it has damp conditions. Best as a garage or in the house is actually the ultimate place to store it. You can fold it up, put it in a nice corner, and it should be out of your way. Thanks for watching.